It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Showtime! Geno Jones Showtime. I know you can see that big-ass sign you're seeing. Look, G, we can read. Stevie Wonder can see that. Yes, my big sign, my backdrop. That's my logo. So I come to you live. I got a new start time now. I know 4.5 years I've been coming on at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Now 7:30. Spread the word. 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Also spread the word. I am about 100 new subscribers away from becoming a YouTube partner. That means my media company will get a monthly check from YouTube. So let's help a brother out. Let's support a black-owned media company, black-owned business. We are all we got, but we are all we need, and we got everything we need when we come together. So it's so important that we support all black-owned institutions and black-owned businesses. And today, on Monday, it is Spotlight, support a black-owned business. The gentlemen, the founders of Don Luchi. Have you had Don Luchi? So if you love sparkling wines, if you love Prosecco, like the women in my family do in the Jones house, so you'll be excited to hear the story of the men behind Don Luchi. So we're going to talk about that. So tell everybody, subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe and share. Click on the like, that's important. We got to go ahead and work them algorithms. Click on the thumbs up. Copy and paste the link. You can text it, email, share the show. You can financially support the show. You can do it via Zelle, by Zelle or via Zelle. Geno Jones Show at Gmail. That is my email address. So Zelle at Geno Jones Show at Gmail. That's how you spell it. Or you can Cash App $ Dad G Jones, all one word. Dad G Jones. The first D is capital. Then the G and the J is capital, everything lowercase, everything else lowercase, $ Dad G Jones. I'll give that information back out. So let me start off because, listen, we live in this crazy times, and that's why I said, listen, with everything going on, you got millions of people that's about to lose health care, Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP benefits. That's why I say it's really important that we're all we got, and we're all we need. And we got everything we need. But some things that may bring you, if not joy, maybe just put a smile on your face. Now, I'm a big fan of Ciara, so I got to shout my sister out. As a matter of fact, I saw her Friday on the Today Show. She did her thing. She is still killing the game. After 4 babies, she's still killing the game. She's got a new album coming out. This is going to be her 8th album. It's coming out on August 22nd. It's called CC. That's her nickname. Her fans call her CC. And her and her husband, NFL quarterback Russell Wilson, who this year is going to be playing for the New York Football Giants. So apparently, they got the love connection. Like, they're the matchmakers. They hooked up. As a matter of fact, they just hooked up R&B star Coco Jones, his sister Coco Jones. She is killing the game. And the NBA star Donovan Mitchell that plays with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they just hooked him up. They were all on Instagram, booed up. And then before that, apparently Ciara and Russell Wilson hooked up another R&B star, a sister named Normani, with an NFL star, a brother that Russell Wilson used to play with in Seattle, who is now with the Pittsburgh Steelers, star receiver DK Metcalf. So him and Normani got hooked up. Ciara and Russell. So I don't know, maybe, look, if you're looking for love, DM Ciara and Russell, maybe some ladies, maybe they can hook you up with an NBA or NFL or just a dude in general. Fellas, if you're looking for a lady, y'all reach out to Ciara and Russell Wilson. Maybe they got this Love Island. So maybe they need to call it Love Ciara and Russell or something like that, or CC Island or something like that. I haven't seen this show Love Island, but everybody, my daughter loves it. So you got all these folks in their basically 20s, and they're hooking up. As a matter of fact, I think they just had winners, some Afro-Latino brother and sister. I think they are Dominicans. Yes, y'all are black. Y'all are black. You just speak Spanish. I hate to break the news in case you didn't know. Afro-Latino. Yeah, y'all are black. It's just real simple. Just that simple. Some folks are black, speak English. Some folks' ancestors were dropped off in some islands where they spoke Spanish, or where they spoke French, or where they spoke Portuguese in Brazil, or where they spoke the King's English, which was the Bahamas, Great Britain. I digress. So big shout out to Ciara and Russell Wilson and Ciara's new album, and their whole little matchmaking business, the love connection. CC and Russell's love hook you up like some bootleg cable. All right, so at least a couple times a month, I have a goal. I do a feature on a show called Support a Black-Owned Business, or feature a Black-Owned business. So today you're going to get a chance to meet three men, the founders behind the Don Luchi Prosecco: Justin Wages, Andre Grundy, and David Kinlock. And they have an amazing story, very interesting story. Three brothers with three different, diverse backgrounds. So nobody can tell your story better than you can. So I am not about to try to tell their story. They are going to tell their story. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, the men behind the Don Luchi Prosecco brand: Justin Wages, Andre Grundy, and David Kinlock. Thank you, fellas. My brothers, I really appreciate you all, man. I've been trying to link up. So one of you guys, we share the same barber. Shout out to Markel. Kel is the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. And Kel and I was talking. He's like, oh, man, that's my client. I said, dude, I've been trying to get them on a TV show. I said, give them my cell, and here we are. So I don't who's got Kel as a barber?
That's me.
That's you. Well, Andre, okay, yeah.
Justin, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Good deal. All right. So listen, from top to bottom, everybody, go ahead. For those who can't see, fellas, introduce yourself, and then we want to hear the story behind Don Luchi.
All right, David Kinlock here, 1/3 of the Don Luchi.
All right.
Cool. Andre Grundy, the other third of Don Luchi.
And then my man Justin down there. All
There you
right.
go.
You know, repping the designer cuts master barber hair emporium. Listen, so congratulations, you guys just had a big anniversary. I apologize, I didn't hear about it till after the fact, so I don't know who to be mad at. I was like, man, I missed it. That's why I was really intent on getting you brothers on the show. So congratulations. So let's. Who wants to start off? Give us your origin story, man. How did you brothers come together? Because let's see. So Justin, you were the entrepreneur. Brother David, so you the music producer, studio owner. So we need to definitely talk. And Andre, you were the engineer. So I love the fact that you had three brothers with different and diverse backgrounds, and you guys came together. So if you don't mind, share your origin story with my audience and everybody.
I started off, fellas. So me and Andre grew up together. We're actually cousins. Well, our mothers are cousins.
Okay.
And,
y'all kinfolk for real.
yeah. We
y'all for real cousins. No play cousins. Y'all for real cousins.
Yeah. And later on we met David, and then we all just was click tight. We traveled together, eat together, enjoy life together. And then we decided to come into business together. So that's sort of how we all started as a unit together.
So are all three of you guys from here, from the Charleston metro area?
Yeah, born and bred.
Okay, went to high school. Rep your high school. Where'd y'all go?
St. Andrews High.
All right.
The rocks.
Stratford.
Stratford High.
And I said, Justin, where'd you say you went, man?
Stratford.
Stratford. Okay. All right. Stand up, Stratford, representing. I forgot. What's you all's mascot's name?
The Knights.
The Knights. And David, where'd you say, David, you went again?
The Rocks, St. Andrews High.
St. Andrews. All right.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. No, I think it was St. Because there was a brother that played for the Vikings, but I don't think it was your high school. He was a linebacker.
Yeah, but no, not my eyes too.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I got the Saints mixed up. So good deal. All right, so whose vision was it to come together and form a business, and whose vision specifically was it to create your own Prosecco brand?
Well, I mean, we started with a beer.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this whole thing started with a beer that didn't work for us, right? So during the pandemic, we actually were in the process of opening a brewery, and thank God that didn't happen. So that idea sort of fell apart, but we still pursued the idea of having our own beer, a black-owned beer brand. At the time, we would have been the first black-owned brewery in South Carolina. So that was our goal that we set out for. Things didn't, they fell apart, but we still pursued the idea of having a beer. We produced a beer. We teamed up with one of our good friends who owns a brewery, and we couldn't get distribution for like a year. So in South Carolina, you got to have a distributor to distribute alcohol. You can't do it yourself.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
So we
And wait, let me ask. So how do you go about getting a distributor to distribute your beer? And I can imagine, is it a lot of politics involved with it?
it can be as simple as making a phone call.
Okay.
And that's sort of what we did when we got to the wine. We just made a phone call. So, with the beer, we picked up the phone and called people. We have people that do other people and trying to connect the dots for us.
Okay.
But we just couldn't get anybody to pick us up for like 12 months. So within that 12 months, I'm an avid champagne drinker. I just started, meddling around with sparkling wines, and I'm asking myself, man, why don't we have ownership, a lot more ownership in this field? Like, why not? And after some research and whatnot, I came to the fellas one day and I said, man, I think it's time for us to pivot. Maybe beer is not the end game for us. Maybe, we use beer to get our licenses and all that. Maybe it's just time to pivot. So I remember I told the fellas we're gonna pivot over to wine. And I don't think anybody really believed it at first. Like, we don't know anything about wine, right? We just know it tastes good.
Well, it's funny you said that, Justin, because when you said you made the pivot, I was in my head asking, I was just waiting for the right spot to jump in. So who thought it was, well, obviously you had to think it was a pretty decent idea, Justin, but I was going to say, which one of the partners thought the idea was crazy? It was like, no, man, this will never work.
Yeah, well, I mean, me personally, I was like, man, Justin, you sure we can do this? I mean, I never heard of nobody jumping into the wine business. I'm like, just regular folks like us, celebrities, they do it, but we're just some regular guys. So yeah, I was kind of like thrown, blown away, like, could this happen? But I also thought it was genius as well, though.
Oh yeah, I thought it was good. Because like with the beer, I just like the market was so saturated with beer. Now we would have been the first black brewery, but that the overhead with beer, and then
Yeah.
we was stalling out. It was getting stagnant, and the wine was perfect timing, man. It was
Yeah, for
divine
sure.
timing.
And so, Justin, I want you to pick up on your story, but also another reason why I want to jump in, because you said something and it may have just kind of went by you. You said it because obviously it's a principle you stand on, but it's something that I preach. It's something that I say all the time. I do motivational speaking along with the media stuff, TV, radio, and comedy and acting. Is that when people say to you, why not? Why you? I always say, why not me? Nobody can beat you doing one thing, and that's for damn sure. Nobody can beat you being the best version of yourself. And I say, I don't gamble because I don't like losing money, period, not even a dollar. But I know they say in Vegas, always bet on black. But I say on life, always bet on you. And never let somebody else's perception of you, never let how somebody else sees you determine how you see yourself. Never let anybody else's perception become your reality. Don't buy into somebody else's vision of you. You get to make that decision. And the fact that you said, why not? Or why not us? Exactly. And here we are. So I just thought that was so important. I just wanted to piggyback on that, Justin. Go ahead and, if you don't mind, finish your story.
So, once everybody was on board, we knew we could move forward with the idea. So again, going through all the legal process, and this stuff takes time, designing the bottle and What we did from there is we connected with a family in Italy. So again, we had to go through, the failing forward process. We talked to some vineyards out in California and France. Didn't really get picked up, or we didn't see everything mutual. But then there's one family in Italy, they just loved the idea of what we represented and what we wanted to do. And it was just a mutual feeling. So we partnered with a vineyard out in Italy. We ended up going out there.
Wow.
We
What
got
part of Italy?
Venice. So we
Venice.
fly
Oh,
to Venice, and then
cool.
we take about an hour and a half drive to the countryside, where
Wow.
every backyard has a vineyard. Everybody's
Yeah.
online, and we spend time with the family. We learn each other. We talk business. We have a good time. They treat us extremely well. They treat us just like family.
I love
And
it.
from that moment, right behind us, our stuff was getting loaded on a ship headed towards Charleston, and that was our first order.
And how? Now, when was that?
That was we went in March 2024 was our first time there.
So from that vision that you had when the fellas looked at you sideways, from that phone call to when that first bottle got shipped, what was the timeline?
Ooh, what was that time? Because when we talked about it, might have been late. It might have been 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took us a while to get everything together to even go over there to get it done. So maybe 6 to 12 months somewhere. I mean, it's all a blur to us now because we speak in it. So sometimes it becomes a blur. But I do tell people, sometimes it feels like we came out of nowhere, and I'm like, nah, we've been working on this.
Yeah.
This started in 2020 with
Hmm.
yeah. So we've been in it already for 5 years, just in the beverage industry. We're just finally in the marketplace now in the past year.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we went over to Italy, came back, the product's here. We did our launch party. It sold out in 2 hours without anybody even tasting the product.
Yeah.
And I think we sold out within our first retailer within the first week or two. Every 2 or 3 weeks, everything was sold out. And then we were working on getting our next shipment in already, which was a full container. And a lot of people said that's unheard of for a new brand that doesn't have any backing. Like I said, we fully fund our own business. We don't have any angel investors. There's nobody else here. It's just us.
Wow.
So for us to be ordering a container 6 months into the game, I think we were setting a new standard. We was changing the game a little bit, and we were showing people, this is possible if you put you put your boots on the ground.
Yeah, no doubt. Put them boots on the ground.
Carolina, stand up.
Put them if them old boots they already broke in, or maybe you got a pair of new boots that you got to break them in, but you got to put them boots on the ground. No doubt. So how about when you guys? Because I just listening to you talk, it was one thing. And you want to shout the family out? Shout it to. You should have told they could be watching over there in Venice, or shout them out. What's the name of the family?
We can't tell you that.
Okay. Well, no, I'm not trying to give you.
Shout out to
I don't
Venice.
blame you. I don't want you to give up any trade secrets. I just thought we wanted to shout them out. Maybe they had a nickname or something.
Yeah.
We call them the family. The
Yeah,
family.
what up, family?
The family,
What up, family? Yeah, y'all know who it is. I like that. All right. So just everything I'm thinking of, not just linking up with this family in Italy, but the bottling and the labeling and the logo. Were you guys all involved in creating all that? Did you have to outsource some of that? What was that like?
That was all us.
Yes.
The bottle and the design you see is all us. That's all in-house.
Well, that's great that you guys, and that's where when you got a team like that, and everybody has their own unique, expertise, and when you come together, that's why I say we're all we got. But the truth is, we're all we need because we got everything that we need. So many diverse skills and talents and gifts and genius, and a lot of times our talents have made other people rich. But when we come together, for the community and for the culture, we can do this. We good. Y'all no anti-DEI. Hey, y'all don't want to be bothered with us. We good. We got this over here. And you guys are a living example. Like you said, you didn't have any angel investors. You guys had saved your money, put in the work, did the research, and did a lot of work yourselves. And here we are. So I'm curious. So initially, you wanted to have a line of beer, and that didn't work. So what was the most important lesson? Because I'm sure there was probably a lesson that you guys learned from not being able to launch the beer line that may or may not have helped you in terms of launching your Prosecco line. Was it, or just from a business standpoint, was it one lesson, one very important lesson that served you well with your Prosecco line?
Mm, that's a good question.
Good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Fellas?
I mean, honestly,
Mhm.
I mean, I think it was just simple. I mean, never give up. You never know. You
I
never
like
know
that.
when that door.
Hmm.
Never know when that door is going to open. So just continue to push through. I mean, if you fail, don't look at that as being a fail and try. Look at that being a lesson. So yeah, never
Say
give
that.
up. Always keep going.
Yep. Come on. Say that, David. That's one of my mantras and one of my pearls of wisdom. I
Yeah,
say, the only time that you fail at something is when you give up.
that's right.
A Something that does not what, especially in this society, but I think globally, people look at, like, if you lose a game, that's a failure, or like you tried to launch your beer line and it didn't work, and some people
Hmm.
said, "What? It wasn't a failure. It was a lesson, and
Absolutely.
you learned that lesson, built those muscles. So it's like, okay, well, let's go back in the lab. Now let's see, what did we go wrong, or like Justin, like you said, maybe it's not that. Maybe we shouldn't do the beer. How about doing the sparkling
Hmm.
wine? And here we are. So it was,
That's right.
So you didn't give up. You didn't let
No,
that
that's right.
setback get you to tap out and be like, oh man.
Nah.
You believe in yourself. You are willing to bet, literally willing to bet on yourself, not just personally and emotionally and spiritually, but financially. You put your own money behind you, and now here you guys are. So I think that is such an important lesson. And thanks for sharing that. So let everybody know, how many states is your product in. Uh, Let everybody know where they can order the product, or stores, because I think, if I read correct on your website, with North and South Carolina and Tennessee, but maybe you guys got
Yes.
some other, maybe an announcement, maybe you're going to be launching in some other states. So tell everybody where they can go and purchase some of this amazing Prosecco.
Cool.
All right.
So I say
Mhm.
go to officialdonluchi.com, and your best bet is to go to our store locator, put your address in. It's going to show you all the locations around you where you can find our product. We are in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee. Working on that growth. We slowly getting that growth up there, but we're getting there. Keep up with our newsletter. That's the first place where we leak news and everything. Like for the anniversary, we send out to the newsletter first. So please subscribe, check us out, follow us on IG, official Don Lucci. We post everything on there. We got all the photos out there from the previous event. So if you missed anything, we got the recap out there for you.
I love it. And you guys can do this, but I'll help you with this. For everybody that's viewing, Don Luchi is spelled Luchi, because I know some of you soap opera fans, you know, Erica K fans. It's not like the actress Susan Lucci. It ain't, no. She's Lucci. This is Luchi. Am I correct, fellas?
Yes.
Yeah. I just, because some, folks may, they may think, oh, Susan Lucci. No, 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 not her. Yeah, we're definitely not talking about her. So now you have, let's see, you've got you got like a rosé, and then
Mhm.
I guess your regular prosecco. So please, if somebody tell the viewers about that.
Yeah, well, we got the DOCG, which is our first. We call it our firstborn, and we launched our rosé in March. We had a big celebration at the Mills House. You missed that one too, by the way.
So what? I don't know. Should I be in my feelings, man?
We got to get you on the newsletter, man.
You
I've
gotta
only
get.
I've only done radio TV for 20 years. I mean, I ain't, you patting myself on the back that my
You should be there.
radio show's been #1. But listen, you know what? Here's the thing. All jokes aside, of course, I'd heard about it, and I know people talking about it. I didn't know that Justin and I had the same barber till 2 weeks ago. But Um, we found out now. But so tell me about the because I know there are a lot of people who are champagne and sparkling wine drinkers who really love the rosé more so than the regular. So it's good that you got both. So
Hmm.
you said the rosé line you just dropped in March, right?
Yeah, we dropped that in the springtime. 'Cause I mean, what's not a good bubble? I mean, you drop a good rosé in the springtime, summertime, everyone falls in love with it. So yeah, that's what we did. And again, like I said, both of them are doing well. And you need a couple bottles over there to show to post up.
Oh, well, listen. Okay, now I'm glad that you all went. Listen, I'm the king of MCs and brand ambassadors. Just ask the South Carolina Stingrays or let me see, what's Xfinity? I forget. Just y'all listen to the radio, so y'all know hear me. The brand ambassador for all of those. But
Okay.
listen. All jokes aside, man, I would be honored to be a brand ambassador. And like I said, I definitely have Prosecco. As a matter of fact, I had to stop buying like the regular champagne because my wife and daughters are like, no, we don't get us a Prosecco if we're going to do the mimosas because, a lot of Sunday mornings I'll wake up and I'll make them pancakes and mimosas. And I remember, so just muscle memory, I was buying the champagne and the mayoress was like, look, we don't really like that champagne. Give me a headache. We like Prosecco. And then Damaris, my wife, she really likes the rosé. Now my daughters, they like both, And then my wife, she'll drink the regular, well, cause she drinks like both of them. I ain't shouting at no other
Hmm.
brand, but the brands you see regular in the store, she'll get the regular kind, but she really likes, like the rosé is really her thing. So definitely, we definitely got to make that happen. So, do you guys have any new product line? Anything else you want to share with the viewers that you have coming up? And let everybody know the website. I'm sure you guys Instagram or TikTok or whatever. Shout out your social media pages. And can people? Well, I'm thinking in real time here. Can we go to your website and order? Like if you want to do a bulk order, explain that to all the viewers out there.
So, Geno, man, we're currently working on that. One thing about alcohol is the laws in every state is a little bit different, and
Yeah.
we're learning that. Again, we're a work in progress, and we're learning something every day about this industry. And what's great about it is we're able to educate and teach people what we learn. But we are working on being able to ship this. It's going to be very soon.
Good.
Hmm.
That's why we say subscribe to the newsletter on our website. You get the information first. We'll be able to ship. We're expanding. Do we have any other products? Maybe we got some different bottle sizes coming.
Okay.
One thing we like to do is we like to surprise you.
I
We like
like that.
to build up the momentum, and then we just sort of, we do official rollouts when we do stuff. So definitely stay tuned for the next 6 months and the year. Before the year's out, we'll have some new stuff coming out for you.
Okay.
It'll, of course, it'll be on the website. Very soon, shipping will be available, so the whole country can now experience Don Luchi
I love it.
in our second year of business, and we look forward to it.
I love it. Congratulations. Are you guys on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, any of those other platforms?
Yeah, so on Instagram, official Don Luchi, TikTok, official Don Luchi. On Facebook, it's just Don Luchi, DON space LUCHI. You can, all of them post some of the similar content. You see recaps from our other events. Subscribe to our newsletter. Our events are like, they sell out every time. People love coming to our events.
Yeah.
When we do an event, it's more about an experience. So we'll combine, like we just did a sushi event with some sushi guys at Middleton Made Knives. The first black-owned knife store in America is in North Charleston.
I love that.
We did
Okay.
it with them.
What's their
As a
name? Shout them out. We got to get them on the show. What's their name again?
Yeah, Middleton Made Knives.
Okay.
Shout out to them. We had a great event. We sold out quick, and it was very intimate. We love doing events like that where we can bring experience. Have you ever had red rice sushi?
No. Okay. Let me just give you a 20-second story. I'm like South side of Chicago. I am not the global foodie. The women in my family are global foodies. So when I say global foodie, I mean that I'm the South side of Chicago, catfish, collard greens, and some romaine lettuce with no So yeah, my taste buds are a little simple, but like I said, I'm in a house full of women that are global foodies. So any kind of cuisine like that, they would absolutely love. Their palate is entirely different than mine. But that sounds real exciting. So listen, you all, I just want you all to know that you have a permanent home on this platform. So anytime you've got any kind of announcement, when it drops on the newsletter, you guys can come back on here and talk about, promote, make whatever announcement, give everybody a heads up to what's going on. Your next event, you can come on and promote that. You all have a permanent home. I've been watching you guys from a distance. I'm really, really, really excited and proud. And for those who, I've been sharing some of my episodes. I don't know how many times you guys had a chance to watch the show in the last 4.5 years, but I am 10 toes down plus, and I only got 10 toes, 10 toes and 10 fingers. Very intentional about having a platform where it centers our culture and our community. Anybody's welcome, but it is so important now that we really support Black-owned institutions at every level, because it's pretty clear that the folks who used to do business with us, for a lot of different reasons, they don't want to. So that's y'all do what you want to do. And that's why I've been saying, especially since in November, it's clear that we are all we got. But the truth is, we're all we need. And we got everything we need. And you three brothers are the classic example of how, when I say we got all we need, we got so many talented brothers and sisters. And when we come together, like the Black Avengers, you get lines like Don Luchi, Prosecco, media companies like mine, so many other just successful businesses and institutions. And it's really important that we stand 10 toes down and support each other, because all the other communities do it unapologetically, and it's not a problem. So I center our culture and our community, and I don't apologize. And folks who don't like it, they can kiss my ass, because they can get their own media company and run it the way they do. Corporate media, these institutions, they run their institutions the way they want. It's yours. You bought it, you own it. Run it the way you want to. So I'm very intentional in terms of making sure that I platform and spotlight our culture and Black excellence. So you guys are a great representation of that. So thank you, Justin and Andre and David. You guys have a permanent home. In closing, any final thoughts or any final words that you guys want to get out to the public about the brand or anything that you got coming up?
I'm just saying, man, thank you for the support. Like I said, we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. It went by so quick. So we just appreciate not just the home team, but the home state looking out for us and taking care of us and making us the new official bottle of celebration.
Yes.
Every celebration. I mean, the celebration of waking up in the morning, people are popping bottles. So, and that's what we do. And
that's what we do.
And we just want to say thank you. First and foremost, thank you for supporting us, because we've done a lot of different businesses in the city and the state, and sometimes you just don't get that support. And I'm just glad we can say this is ours. This is Charleston's. This is South Carolina's brand.
Absolutely.
Dre.
Ooh, appreciate it. I just want to say thanks for all the support. It's been a really good year in business. You treat people with respect, and that comes back to you. It's everything's reciprocal. I kind of love that good energy we've been receiving. It's good that we're locally owned. All three of us are here, born and raised. It's a good feeling for this to come out of Charleston. Just very proud.
Me too.
And I appreciate everybody that's been out there. And if you're ever somewhere and they don't have us, just request it. Just request it, and we can get in there.
And David, you're the man with the beats, man. You still in the studio producing?
Yeah, we still got that going on. Like I said, we all, 25 years plus, man.
Okay.
I think that's what, keeps us going, man. The entrepreneurial spirit.
I love it.
That's what keeps other businesses. You get other thoughts to build other different businesses. So yeah, I mean, hey, we appreciate you, Geno. Like I said, I've been telling these guys. I say, man, I've been listening to this guy forever, like 20 plus years, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know what? You dating both of us now. But you know what? Hey, listen. Hey, David, look, black don't crack, man. I'm good.
Exactly. I'm looking at you, man.
Hey, man, I'm good, and I'm honored to know that. And it really, man, that makes my day. It really does. This is home now, and the beautiful thing about the Low Country here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro, even though this show is global, I got people to watch me all over the world, you know, but the core of my viewers are here in the Carolinas, here in the Charleston metro, of course. Other cities I've done radio in Chicago and LA, but just the support that I get here, and 20 years, you guys have really adopted me and really embraced me, because I can't tell you, David and Justin and Dre, so many people because March marked my 20th year being on the radio, having a #1 radio show here. And after that, I said, well, we should have had a celebration. How come the radio station, they didn't have no big celebration for you? I'm like, I'm not big on asking people to do anything for me, because my grandfather taught me that people don't owe you anything. So that's just really me. I don't, if it's on somebody's hard to do it, cool. If not, if I want it done, I do it myself the way you all did your business. Hey, we made this thing happen. We ain't wait for no other folks to come in. We just did it on our own. But I've had so many people say, well, hey, man, this is your home now. You are Charlestonian. You've been here 20 years. So to get that kind of love, like I was born and raised here, means more than I can even say on camera. So I really appreciate that. But I meant what I said. One thing I don't play, you know, I'm not going to play games. I'm not going to bullshit. My grandmother's motto was, Jeannie, tell the truth, shame the devil. And that's what we do here. So sometimes folks don't like the truth. They don't want to hear it. They can't handle it. That ain't my problem. I'm just going to before I tell you a lie, I just want to talk to you. I won't say anything. So that's just, I'm not wired that way. But you guys absolutely have a permanent home on this platform. You got the king of MCs. What did my man Don DC Curry was in Friday when he moved out in the suburbs. He's like, I'm the king. So I'm the king. So holla at the king. You got a brand new brand ambassador. But more important, like I said, anytime you guys have anything you want to share with the public, when you think about your newsletter, you got a second newsletter as my TV show is a platform. So to get it out. So thank you. Thank you, Justin Wages. Thank you, Andre Grundy. Thank you, David Kenlock. These are the men behind the Don Luchi Prosecco brand. Now, here, for those that's watching me here in the Charleston area, if you want to shout out some of those retailers where they can go pick up a bottle. As a matter of fact, they probably got time right now to go pick up a bottle and have it with their late dinner. Let everybody know where they can go, fellas.
Bottles? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kusaw Liquor and Wine, Vinnings Liquor.
Yep.
Brown Bag.
Burris.
Bottles.
The Marina.
Yeah, Marina Liquor Store.
Gibby's. West Ashley.
Yeah.
Yep.
All over the place.
Beautiful. All right, man. Hey, listen, fellas, thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Let's talk soon, because I'm dead serious about being a brand ambassador. I'm not everybody's brand ambassador, but there's some folks that I would be honored to be a brand ambassador. And if I can do it, look, I'm just keep it 1,000. I've done it for these colonizers for a long time, and I ain't mad at nobody. But you know, if I can do it for some other communities, I damn sure can do it for the culture and for the community. So sign me up, holler at your man. Thank you, fellas, and looking forward to having you back on the show as regulars. You have a permanent home. Once again, Justin Wages, Andre Grundy, David Kenlock. These are the men behind Don Luchi. Luchi. Go to their website, donluchi.com, right?
Yeah.
Official.
That's right, because it's, folks, you're successful when folks try to bootleg your shit. So
absolutely.
So this is the official Don Luchi with a CHI. So if you see somebody out there spelling it like Susan Lucci, Erica Kane from All My Children, y'all know that's the bootleg bullshit line. All right. Thank you, fellas. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having us.
All right, absolutely. I was so excited. I've been so excited to talk to these brothers And they made my day. I'm looking forward to having them back on the show again. So go pick up some of that Don Luchi Prosecco. And shout out to everybody watching. Rosalind, hey, shout out to you. Congratulations to the fellas. Good evening. Great Hustle 843. And of course, Rosalind, how are you? My my executive producer, my mom, mother, thank you for watching. Everybody, thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and you, especially you. Come on, God, you, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 7:30. You got that? 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Once again, be sure to, we gotta work that algorithm. So make sure you click that thumbs up, like, leave your comments in the comment section, because YouTube, they be looking at, they do take a look. Yeah, I had to use good grammar and English. I don't have to, but I like to. Yes, they do be looking. They peek in, they want to see what you have to say in the comments. Leave your comments in the comment section. Share, tag this episode, copy and paste the link, and you can share it, you can tag it, you can copy and paste it in an email or text message. Do that, spread the word. I only need about 100 new subscribers to become a YouTube partner. That means my media company will get a monthly income from YouTube. So let's make that happen, everybody. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, and the official barber for one of the men behind the Don Luchi brand, my man Justin Wages. So check out Kel on IG, on Instagram. Markel Bailey, Kel be cutting up. KELBECUTTINUP. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check out her Lexi Jones collection, LX.NCL_LX.NCL_. Shout out Mr. Bruce Gage, the Mario Uomo collection. Blaze of courtesy of Mario Uomo. You see the tag right there. Check him out on IG, on Instagram, Mario UOMO. That's Mario UOMO. So we'll see you live Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Once again, I want to thank the gentlemen behind, the founders of the Don Luchi Prosecco brand, Justin Wages, Andre Grundy, and David Kinlock. Thank you. Check them out. The official Don Luchi, LUCHI.com. The official Don Luchi, theofficialdonluchi.com. That is the official Don LUCHI.com. If you'd like to be a sponsor or advertise on the show, I'd be honored to have you as a sponsor or to advertise on the show. So just reach out to me. You can, as a matter of fact, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Send me an email with all your contact information. I'll set up a meeting where you can get all the information about sponsorship. So just Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Shoot me that email. I'll get you a sponsorship package, set up the meeting. If you'd like to make a financial contribution, if you would like to financially support the show, you can do that. Not just as a sponsor, but just one time or reoccur 2 times or twice a month or whenever you want it, every week, every day, however you want to do it. No amount is too small or too large. From $5 to $5 billion, we'll take it all. You can Cash App or Zelle. So on Zelle, to reach me, to Zelle, my media company, financial contribution or support, you could just type in Geno Jones on Zelle and then use my email address, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell it, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. No the, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. Or Cash App, $Dad G Jones, $, capital G, lowercase. It's $Dad G Jones. So that's capital D like Daddy, lowercase A like Apple, lowercase D like David, capital G like Geno, capital J like Jones, lowercase O like Oprah, lowercase N like Nanette, lowercase E like Elephant, lowercase S like Sam, $Dad G Jones. So you can Zelle or Cash App the show and your financial contribution, your financial gift. You can do that right now, as a matter of fact. Thank you, everybody. Once again, thanks to the founders of Don Luchi Prosecco. We'll see you Tuesday live, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Chicago, everybody Central Time. Me and you, 6:30 p.m. Tuesday. Live in Las Vegas and Los Angeles. Everybody on the West Coast, 4:30 p.m. West Coast time, Pacific time. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.